New worms and more in your weekly cybersecurity. I'm Ellie Diamond, and this is ThreatWire. Solved within 3. In a statement on Twitter, the CTO explained the issue investigated and assured the world that this time it was not the service used for bot migration that crashed after configuration change occurred, which caused services as a whole. In their formal write-up, Cloudflare explains, the issue was not caused directly or indirectly. Instead, it was triggered by a change to one of our databases based to output multiple entry into a feature file used by our bot management system. That feature file, in turn, doubled in size. The larger than expected feature file was then propagated to all the machines that make up our network. The bot management system is a system that grades incoming requests to Cloudflare's network, generating a bot score, allowing Cloudflare users to control bot access to their sites. The management system uses a configuration file that is updated at a high-frequency basis to dynamically react to bots and incoming bot attacks. The change in file generation caused a duplication error in the configurations, which led to the large errors. At the same time, the Cloudflare status page also went down, leading many to believe it was a cyber attack. Even Cloudflare thought it was a cyber attack, since the page has muted Cloudflare dependencies. It turns out that it was just a coincidence of timing. This outage has been noted to be the worst outage Cloudflare has experienced since 2019. Honestly, it just feels like the internet is broken in general. Search isn't working right, major infrastructure providers keep having outages, websites are allowing mildly functional work to be put into production. What is going on? It can't just be because of AI. There must be something more to this. And I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. NPM is being hit with another series of critical software supply chain attacks by the same group who infiltrated NPM packages just a few months earlier. Now, NPM packages of major respected companies are being infiltrated by the same shy-halud worm, but this time it's more advanced. The group behind the attacks, named Singularity, has been testing their work since August. Their first test happened in August when they exploited a GitHub action to inject a vulnerability into the NX packages for NPM to steal publishing tokens. This first attack did not introduce the worm. In September, though, the first ever worm was introduced into the NPM ecosystem. This worm, named Shy-Halud, infiltrated 150 plus packages and taking the learnings from their last attack and made the worm even more efficient. The team at Aikido Security caught the attack early November 24th and published their findings. The new version of the Shy-Halud worm was first detected in the repo of the Async API CLI project on a newly created branch. The worm then began propagating from over 36 NPM packages maintained by the Async API team and out into the NPM ecosystem. To make the worm more efficient this time around, the worm utilized the bun runtime, which is the code for it to run in a file named bun_environment.js. The worm was programmed to infect 100 packages at a time instead of 20, and if it couldn't authenticate against NPM or GitHub, it wiped all the files in the user's home directory. This time, better obfuscation was used, as the repos created to publish secrets were randomly named instead of hard-coded. The worm still published secrets to GitHub, but now the repos had the same description to be easily searched. At the time of publishing the write-up, Magneto Security found over 26,000 repos on GitHub matching the search pattern. It's reached over 500 packages now, having a total of over 132 million monthly downloads. Packages from major groups are hit, including Zapier, ENS domains, Postman, PostHog, VoiceFlow, and more. Investigations are still actively happening around the potential entry point and the GitHub workflow vulnerabilities used for entry. As a reminder, putting source code, keys, and company PII into any online tool that is not sanctioned by your employer is considered improperly sharing company information or a data leak. The team at Watchtower did a bit of digging and found out just how bad it has gotten. The team explored two very popular code formatting websites, JSONformatter.org and CodeBeautify.org. Outside of the normal prettying of input, they also offer the ability to save formatted input so you can share it with those who need to see it. The pages are not private though, and are easily accessible through the publicly available, recently saved pages that each of these sites provide. In addition, the URLs to these saved links are quite repeatable and searchable. The team at Watchtower captured over 80,000 submissions consisting of 5 years of saved pages from JSON Formatter and 1 year of saved pages from CodeBeautify. Their findings included secrets like database credentials, CI/CD pipeline credentials, all kinds of PII, authentication, repo keys, and more. Basically, everything was there. Information was coming from governments all the way to MSSPs and banks. There was not an industry that was left untouched. The team at Watchtower did attempt to reach out to the high-profile organizations they did find values for. However, many did not respond to their disclosures. I am curious, given the volume of secrets and sensitive information they must have, how would you respond? Do you think that this is a much bigger risk than the companies are treating it to be? Watching Threatwire for the week of November 24th, 2025. If you enjoyed this show, please head over to patreon.com/Threatwire. Happy Thanksgiving to those who are in the USA. As we come to the end of the year, I do a year review of the community's top 10 favorite security stories or incidents this year. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will try and spin up a way to allow y'all to vote so that we can make this super interactive. If you want to find me online, find me everywhere at Ending with Allie. And just a little announcement. I do have a full-time job now. I signed a job offer in November, but as a reminder, this does not mean that I am still not doing Threatwire. Threatwire is something I do on the side outside of my full-time. Es una garganta recargada la que canta esta canción de piratas y mira con la correa. En anclas y cenderas hay bandera blanca, sable calavera. Mano en el tirón y una botella de ron sobre suelo de madera. El tesoro que yo quiero no es el cobre, solo el oro del que yo saqué no es hombre. Porque a pesar de todo somos hombres honrados. No tocamos a mujeres ni robamos a los pobres. Noche fría como el acero forjado, bajo cero y el ambiente enrarecido. La sangre parejada, los dedos manchados. Estoy enganchado en la vida de forajido. Porque la vida mira, la vida mejor. La vida mejor, si me plumo de vida. La misma madre que se repetir. Sale humo del daño. La vida pirata es la vida mejor. Alrededor del mundo sin rumbo definido. Ni figura ni mapa de mi salud perdido. Solo cicatrices en la
Hacia la puerta se tienden las velas, para ver el mover de su cadera. Botellas llenas, a la deriva la considera. Dormir de sol, les más de la cuenta. Que se den dos dolor la puesta. Ir al mundo, romper las reglas. El cristal, los zapatos y la cenicienta. Dobles sirenas, colinas de playa. Echarle una paso, echar por patas. Tirar las sacas y tirar por casa. O estallar el moleado de balas amontonadas. Toda la vida contra viento y marea. No me creo a nada que mis ojos no vean. Mirando el barrio desde la azotea, pensando si saltar el rival y para la espera. Yo tengo pa' todo era, mi patria son mis hermanos, mi parque ni acera. Fuiste a la calma que precedió la tormenta, tu montes es antiguo sabiendo que va la guerra. Hace tiempo que soy último, ahora me iba con una botella ron, con una botella ron. Hace tiempo que soy último, ahora me iba con una botella ron. Voy a por el mío, voy a por el preparando la huella de una mentalidad que negativa se cautiva, deja atrás la puta vida lasciva, te sobresalta, se rompen las culacadas, deprisa el cuerpo, regresa a tu jodida alma, camina deprisa, chaval, ya ha salido el sol y tienes cosas que pagar. Tu jefe te dice que no trabajas nada, mientras tú piensas tu muerto, si tengo la escuela mojada ya. Sin aliento, vuélvete a doblar, déjalo pasar, tienes que tragar, el único en el que respiras. Vete los recibos y facturas que con ellas, día a día, tumbando el muro, suda, sigo puro, y encima sigo uno, de vuelta que a salir necesitas soñar, buscar refugio, en tus sueños se liberará, camina, despiértate otra vez, tira y camina, vuélvete solo, tira y camina, despiértate otra vez, ya, te tienen que joder. Tira y camina, despiértate otra vez, tira y camina, vuelve a someter, tira y camina, despiértate otra vez, ya, te tienen que joder. Paga con sangre, sudor y lágrimas, paga. No existe la palabra caridad, la vida le calenta, la raza la hipoteca, a los niños alimenta, siempre que está tu cuerpo. Otro impuesto, ¿qué es esto? Y de patitas en la calle te han puesto. En la balanza todo sigue desequilibrado, de nada está la justicia del capitalista moderado. Tic-tac, la aguja se con el culo. Entra ficha, come ficha, plega y ficha. Otro día más estudias ficha. Sabes que no vale la pena por una mierda de sueldo vas en vivo. Quedarse lo más ínfimo. No es voluntario, seguro este calvario. Pero comer es algo necesario. Camina. Despiértate otra vez, tira y camina. Vuélvete a someter, tira y camina. Despiértate otra vez, ya, te tienen que joder. Tira y camina. Despiértate otra vez, tira y camina. Vuélvete a someter, tira y camina. Despiértate otra vez, ya, te tienen que joder. Continuando, negando a ser sometido hallando en la rutina tu castigo. Los tonos no duran eternamente. Vas pensando cuando miras al dirigente. Día no esperen compañeras frío. Día del delirio, afila el cuchillo. A tus hijos, nunca. Abona sus estudios, pero que no olviden nunca de dónde vienen, de qué provienen, qué sangre tienen. Olvidan cuando el dinero es cielo, dando gracias cuando los calmen corren. Sabes que a otros no les queda ni el consuelo del amor. Sin oportunidad siguen haciendo juegos. Es el juego, siguen los juegos de altos vuelos. De hecho familiar, trabajo, salud. Sigue sembrando el pájaro y la risa al tirar camina. Desde que fue collected el camino.
New message from MK. Okay.
Es que todo tira camina, vuelve a sombra tira camina. Es que todo ya te tienen que joder. Esto está dedicado a nuestros padres por su gran sacrificio en darnos más de lo que podían darnos dentro de nuestra humildad. Esto está dedicado a la gente que deja atrás a los suyos y a su tierra, emigrando por su país, vendidos por falsos sueños,
engañados,
explotados
y apartados en jodidos guetos,
bien
puteados.
puteados. A los obreros del día a día, a
Va.
todos ellos. Va. Esto reventará, esto reventará, esto reventará y se va todo a tomar por culo.
You first encountered AI was much your word autocomplete, where you typed in, well, let's just say sycophantic, SYCO, and then it spells out antic. That's basically AI, but it wasn't sexy enough to be a big thing. But AI is no different than autocomplete multiplied because AI operates probabilistically. You know,
Antic make it seem like it's a joke. That's the word antic.
antics. Getting into entomology, but speaking of antics. But at any rate, so the thing is, if you're spelling out just say sycophantic, how many words could likely you be talking about? Well, the more letters you add, the less likely it is for the AI to get it wrong. But even autocomplete can be very, very annoying because I do it all the time. I'll type in something and then it'll. Hopefully, some older people don't know. Okay, let's go to Bryce, Josh, and Abe. Bryce and his demonic music. Bryce, what do you say?
No, but I like the upfront. This is something we'll talk about right on Monday night. The word probabilistic versus deterministic sticking in my head based on a nice, sweet, gentle conversation that Dr. Pete's guy had. Just like Brad it's a good time. So that's something to talk about. See, so you're kind of saying that you don't like a probabilistic. Just don't put the thing here. I can say that.
Morning. How are you? You going to the international, yeah? Sweet.
To Manchester City.
Sorry?
Manchester City.
Yeah. We'll be there less than 20 minutes.
Fine. A lot enough time.
Yeah, it's good. Let me know if it's cold, if it gets cold or hot, I can change it. And here we are. Thank you. That's fine.
I got you. I got you. I got flowers in the spring. I got you in my ring.
Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMC. Does that sound like an Elvis Presley movie? Viva da nang. Oh, viva da nang. Da nang, we don't get a rope and hang me. Hey, it's not too early for being that loud. Hey, too late. 600, what's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early. Speaking of early, how about that Cro-Magnon Marty by with Thank you, Marty, for Silky Smooth Sound? Make me sound like Peggy Lee.
Morning, Vietnam. What the heck is that supposed to be?
I don't know, son. I just mean good morning. No. Who gave any?
You know, a lot can change in almost 10 years. Well, unless you work it out, then things tend to stay the same. But it wasn't always like that. Today, we're having a look at the iPhone 7 from 2016 and comparing it to the latest iPhone 17 Pro to see just how much innovation has happened in the last 9 years. Or how much innovation has happened. Welcome to the iPhone 7 versus iPhone 17 Pro. Starting off with the body. Now, as we can see, the iPhone quite a bit chunkier in the last 9 years. And again, who hasn't gotten fatter in the last 9 years? When are we releasing the iSam Air? I almost can't believe we were complaining about this. You have a camera bump on top of a camera hump. Look at the size difference on those. I think the flash of the new phone is about the size of the camera in the old one. Here we have the, what I would call downgrade from the mute switch to the mute button. I guess, because like all old people, Tim kept accidentally turning his phone on the silent. Instead of figuring out how his phone works, he just told his people to fix it. There's your volume buttons. Yeah, a little hair in mine, a little cube, get out of there. Oh, and of course, in the non-US version, we still get a SIM card slot, which is a bonus. They changed the location of that. On the bottom, the iPhone 7 was the first one, I think, where they took the headphone jack out. You know, they had the courage to charge you for wireless headphones. Thank you, Apple. Here's your dongle. Otherwise, it looks pretty similar, apart from the plug. There'll be USB-C. Fun fact, the iPhone 17 Pro has a super fast USB-C port, except the cable they ship it with is a super slow one. So, heaven forbid, Apple gives you value for money. You're lucky to get a phone for money to give. And on this side, the power button and the camera control button, which gives you the great feature of down your phone of accidentally pressing that and activating it there. And of course, if you look at the materials, the iPhone 17 has a high quality plastic back to go with the premium aluminium frame. Yes, Apple has gone back in time, back to the classics. That's right. If you're buying a Pro phone, why should you get Pro materials? As we all know, the aluminium is prone to scratching when brushed against keys and on the Apple stand in the Apple Store. So for today's video, I'm not going to let that happen. Thanks to this video sponsor, Taurus, and their O-Stand Q3 Air. When you're in a car crash, you trust the airbags to save your life. So why not use airbags to save something more valuable, your phone? As the Air 3 features soft airbags on the top and bottom to protect your phone from falls. Note that you will be dropping it thanks to the textured anti-slip sides. Oh, and there's no risk of scratching it on the Apple stand because the case comes with its own metal stand that spins and clicks in place, perfect for watching YouTube, propping it up to take a stable video, or when setting up a FaceTime call with center stage. And with multiple stylish colours like Aurora Purple, Sunset Pink, and Christmas, it looks as good as it feels. But why just protect the top and sides when it's the face that's the moneymaker? And that's why Taurus also made the Origama screen protector that has a 7-layer anti-reflective coating, cutting down reflections so it looks even better in hard light than without it, and much clearer than matte screen options. And since it uses the same manufacturing process as the iPhone's ceramic shield, you know it'll do its job. And if you have a little trouble putting protection on yourself, well, the kit comes with an application tool for a seamless fit every time. Get a deal on the O-Stand Q3 Air and Origama screen protector by clicking the link in the description today. Yeah, let's keep that protected, shall we? And don't worry, iPhone 7, you're not missing out. Here we have a nice case from Apple. There. Lovely. All right, so to award the body points, for thinness, we give it to the 7. For materials, we give it to the 7. For the silent switch, the 7 gets another point. But for the USB-C, we'll give it to the iPhone 17 Pro. So surprisingly, the 7 has got an early lead. But now, let's move on to the front. Now, unfortunately, we have lost the passcode to this phone, so we have bricked it a little. Not to worry, though, we do have a backup iPhone 7. We're going to upgrade to the Plus now, which should make things interesting with the camera test that we do a little later. Here are the different screens. Now, the iPhone Pro has the OLED Pro display 120 Hertz, while the iPhone 7 Plus has the sluggish, 60 Hertz or something. I don't think you can see the Pro motion with your camera eyes, but with my human eyes, it's not bad. So at least the screen's gotten a little better over the years. You know, some people take issue with the dynamic island, almost invisible to see on this Hittite background. But it is a bit of a step up from the full screen notch that we had on the older models. Of course, down the bottom, we have the home button navigation, whereas the iPhone 7, we have the gesture controls, which of course it got on the BlackBerry.
We've got a very good business here. Very happy with it. We're very fortunate.
Yes, I think this is a pretty easy round to declare. We're giving 3 points to the iPhone 17 Pro. For the dynamic screen, dynamic island, and button business. Moving on to software and performance. So we've all heard of the startup boot test, but how many YouTubers do the turn off test? Sorry, you've got to pinch the iPhone 17 a little different. They changed that. 3, 2, 1, turn off. I think the 7 Plus turns off with it. All right, let's go with a boot test. Let's see which one turns on first. All right, there we both. Well, they're both broken. Maybe I broke both of them. I hope they do turn on. I haven't done the rest of the video. Am I? Oh, yeah. iPhone 17 with an early lead there. Oh, that would look like a dead tie. How about that? 9 years of advancements, and Apple has consistently made the software more bloated so that it still loads in roughly the same amount of time. Well done, Apple. Let's see how fast it launches apps. Photos. About the same, yeah. Camera. Maybe slightly faster on the Pro. Safari. Yeah, they're pretty similar, like 10 years difference is not that bad. But of course, the biggest difference between these softwares is the iOS version. The Pro is running iOS 26. The lock screen has been updated with Liquid Mask, while the 7 is only running iOS 15. Our new release is iOS 15. It's which means you can't do fancy things like dark mode icon, clear icons. Oh, wasn't that good? Not being able to see anything you want to do on your device. And of course, the tinted versions get some purple tint there, although it doesn't look like all of the apps got the tint feature. Yeah, the Notes app wasn't taking notes. But hey, you can't expect these things to work. They're only worth $4 just off the charts. Let's have a look at apps. Let's see if you can download any apps on the old software. So the app stores look pretty similar. Let's get Candy Crush. Oh, fingerprint's not working. That's my fingerprint changed since I got this. My fingerprint is the same. Oh yes, it still looks like you can get apps on the older phone. Never actually played Candy Crush. Oh, ready? Look at that. Great. All right, software and performance. We're giving a liquid pass point to the iPhone 17 Pro. For apps, they both get a point. So, interestingly, it still looks like you could use an iPhone from 9 years ago. There isn't that big of a difference between them. They both turn on, they both download apps, they both can watch the YouTube. But the big question is the cameras. When these two cameras are the size of one of the new ones, surely there's got to be a difference there. So, let's test them out All right, and here we are testing the iPhone 7 Plus front-facing camera and the iPhone 17 Pro front-facing camera. And yes, I think that the 17 Pro has too much definition. It really shows up all the greys, which is a slight shame there. It's almost like the 7 Plus has a beauty filter on, whereas the 17 Pro has the unfortunate reality filter. One bonus you don't get on the old phone though is the new widescreen mode, so that you can record yourself in widescreen while holding the phone vertically. And of course, Apple got this great idea again from BlackBerry. You know, it's an ongoing legal case. I really shouldn't comment on it. Back-facing iPhone Plus camera and back-facing iPhone 17 Pro camera. Am I going crazy, or is the color balance a little bit better on the old phone? I look more like a person, whereas in this one, I look kind of like a carrot. Although I don't know if it's the potato camera or the potato subject that we're taking a photo of. All right, let's go outside and test out the cameras in the real world. Ah. What is this? Huh? Oh, AI, ChatGPT's special member. All right, so the iPhone 7 gets a point for not making me look like a potato, but the iPhone 17 Pro does take good shots when it's photographing anything else. Well, there you go. The 17 Pro, of course, wins if you have the choice between them, but you'd think there'd be a bigger difference in 10 generations of iPhone, and also about 10 digits difference in price. So, which iPhone did you like more? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, stay funky, everyone. Same time, signing off.
Maybe, because maybe that update isn't compatible with the iPhone's update. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Mine runs out too.
Brent, do you have an Android? That'd be funny if it's Android people.
No. Certified doesn't have an Android. Oh, you do have an Android. Nancy thumbs up, thumbs down. Brent. His face is broken. Hey, Brent keeps running. Let me see. Okay. Oh, well. It's only happening to some people. So weird. That sucks. What the hell? Is it happening?
This is the only space I've been in today.
No, I'm not seeing super fun.
Oh.
I hope it doesn't. Oh, it's happening in other spaces. Uh-oh. You're gonna have to use the computer for space or something. Ah, that scared me. Alexa, skip. Alexa, skip. Brad! This is so great. I'm trying not to.
Annabelle.
Yeah, I listened to the song again. I forgot how it's supposed to.
Gritará nuestro nombre cuando estemos muertos, el camino que junta la tierra y el cielo. Habrá 200 segundos y dejaré las ruedas marcas en el cemento. Esperemos cada segundo de lo loco que tengo. Me dijo que la besara lento, si el mundo se acabara.
Se acabó, por cierto.
Me dijo que me callara, palabras en las que iba el viento. Me dijo que la esperara, como si me sobrara el tiempo. El garito hablando mímica, destrozando mi imagen pública. Siempre creando polémica, haters rabiosos, fans histéricas. Estoy denunciando que entre su juego. Ojalá se vieran como las veo, los seres de los anillos. Tu cigarro pa' un porro, sentarme en el bombillo, mirar cómo pasa, salimos del barrio. Me confundo, sé de dónde vengo, sé lo que cuesta ganarme los euros. Disfruto los momentos felices, en honor a los tiempos difíciles. Fumamos dry shift, nada que ver con tu polen de kifi. Orgulloso de mis cicatrices, de todas las veces que tropecé, porque me hizo ser yo lo que hice. Aprendí y avancé, ahora que me analice. Los números hablan, hagamos balance. Dice que desde el 2011 no hay que nos alcance. Entonces quiero relajarme, besar tu cuerpo, metértelo dentro, entrar en trance, mirar esos ojos de lince, tocar esa piel de bronce y olvidarme de ayer. Fóllame sin amor, quéreme luego, es un placer. Esto de arder en tu fuego, me siento un feliz y vuelvo a nacer. No paro para ganar y perder, si soy un player. ¿Cómo quieres que no te siga el juego? Para adelante como un toro, elegante, un callejero, sin instante a tu lado, sin diamante guardado dentro del joyero. La vida suelta del cielo, llave de vampiro, dulce la gente, elegante el corazón.
International Terminal 1. Sweet. We'll be there in less than 20 minutes. Let me know if it gets cold or hot. I can change it. If it gets too cold or hot.
best selling car.
Why is the best selling car? Because the parts are easy to get. Um, so if you buy, they're good. Some of the cars they're good, but if you get a European car, when it start breaking, the parts they have to import, and that costs much more money. And Japanese cars usually are easy to get parts. The import cars is cheaper, and the quality of Toyota is it's always been the best in the last in, to the long term. Also because they consume less, they use less fuel.
And I heard like uh, they concentrate like consume less and it would increase the safety.
The safety,
You know,
not sure if the safety will be a problem. Not expert, but it will be interesting to see. It's like everything. It's always a balance of things. It's good in another thing, but the other one gave you
yeah.
um back in the days. The cars used to be gas, LPG, and they save very very cheap. It's like electrical now, but it was a big tank, gas tank in the back, and that is if you have an accident, it's a fire, it's probably explode. So it was cheap in one way, but it was expensive in the other side. Like it's the balance. But yeah, Toyota is the best car in Australia for that reason, for the parts and import, and Japanese technology is really good. There is some other cars that so good, but once they start breaking, it gets really, really expensive. That's why the people sell it very quick. Tesla? Tesla
Oh,
car?
yeah, yeah. I think Tesla and the Toyota both the popular one.
Yeah, but the thing is, in Australia, it's losing popularity. It's not as common in Australia because the battery future issues. Like the phone, when you use the phone for too long, the battery starts to running out. So the people who bought a Tesla a long time ago, they paid 100,000. Now they selling it for 25. They losing 75.
Electric car is
Hmm?
electric car with the battery.
Yeah, so the battery to buy a new one, it will cost you more than 25 or 30 grand to get a new battery, and then just wear and tear. It's a wear and tear that it gets old. It's just like the people who wants to buy a new.
Battery.
Yeah. So the same happened. It's exactly like a phone. So people want the new technology, so they want to buy the new one, and then you sell it the old one very cheap because it's obsolete. Technology is old. With technology, everything will be faster.
I think Elon Musk is a great guy.
Smart, yeah, smart, smart man. Or maybe lucky. It's going to space.
So in China, there are many businessmen the phone first and then do the elevator electric car. So I think Elon Musk is more because he do the SpaceX, then he do the.
It's a big competition, between them and so between Elon Musk, them and SpaceX. So Tesla, everything with China because China have their own space program and
Yeah, but now this businessman selling the phone first.
Mm.
I'm very doubted about the Chinese electric cars
Mhm.
compared to Tesla.
Yeah. It's interesting because they say comparing is the kill of the joy, but you compare both them and Toyota's been building cars since so long, and Tesla never had experience with building cars. That's how amazing it is.
Besides, already have like
Mm.
some many Chinese electric car brands have one, two,
Yeah.
and they continue to sell the new car, new kind of car.
Mhm. Yeah, it'll be like the future will be like that. It'll be like buying a phone. Like you finish.
Like buying a phone.
Yeah.
But I think car is car. I need to have a watch something.
But people like that because it's convenient.
I doubt people really like that or just fancy.
It's just a fancy, I think. Yeah, because it's still the same. Like you compare one phone from 1 year, the software, fancy software, fancy detail that, but the phone is still the same. So it's really just people want something new or believe that it's new. Still the same. The world is running out of ideas.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah. But Steve Jobs was a good salesperson. Like he used to do good, and most of the products in general, it's just a salesperson doing the job well. Like marketing is important, and he's just pushing something innovation, like getting people creative, accepting people. The problem with society in general, they don't give opportunity to innovation. They want already instant gratification. They want things now, and creativity takes time. Giving 1 year time to create something new is almost impossible. It's becoming hard. Always doing Apple, for instance, the phone industry is just copying Android old technology. So they getting instead of creating something new, they're just getting out of get Android technology and put it in Apple, and that's pretty much how the world is now. Just copying each other, not creating nothing innovative.
So I don't have cash now. I would add it.
Don't worry about it. So good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, I hope you have a great trip. Here we are. Thank you so much. Ooh, that's wait. Why it's not working? Is no way. Lord Jesus, eat the fire. Doing a backfire today. Yeah, backfire ready for drama. Bow, bow, bow.
Plus years of priesthood and working with numerous young men is this kind of unchecked thought patterns that are so often governing men's lives, which are a natural byproduct of the fact that they didn't grow up in an environment that helped them to mature. So oftentimes we rely on these thought patterns that are kind of woven into the matrix of our mind. I noticed in my own life when I was in my mid-20s and really began to explore what it meant to break free of the juvenile behaviors, enter into manhood, and embrace life, my wife, have children, create a family, that so much of my thinking was stopped in my junior high and high school years that I didn't even realize that that's where I was at mentally, emotionally, and developmentally. So today we're going to explore these thought patterns that govern beneath the surface the lives of so many young men today. Number one, the time machine. Life can only be lived in the present. And in fact, all of real life can only be spent in the present. And specifically, the way that we approach life must be one of prayer. So for a person to pray, they cannot pray in the past. They cannot pray in the future. They can only ever pray in the present. But so many people get locked into exploring and remembering childhood traumas or going into scenario buildings about what could happen and go wrong in their life. And so they're constantly fighting two extremes: the anxiety of the unknown of the future and the resentments or the hurt or the failures of their life that have already transpired. I noticed for myself, one of the biggest moments in my life was when I realized that I had so much resentment against my father for what had basically failed to transpire in having a good and healthy childhood and relationship or connection with him or any of those things. But I realized it in my mid-20s. And I realized that all that regret about my childhood that never took place was governing my adulthood, in which I was looking to have children. And so it was that until I was willing to get out of the time machine, until I was willing to stop looking at all the things in my life that went wrong and all the regrets and injustices and whatever else, and they were valid, but until I was willing to close the door on that chapter of my life through forgiveness, through seeing my own part, through repentance, and through letting it go, and absolutely absolving everyone involved of any wrongdoing, until I was willing to do that, I constantly was in the time machine, reliving past problems, reliving past abuses and hurts and anger and all of these other things. Furthermore, as long as I was in that time machine, I had to stop going into the future. I kept creating scenarios in my mind of the things that could happen, the way that life could unfold, the disappointments that might spring up unexpectedly. And it's the same thing. You have to close that door on the time machine and approach every single day exactly as what it is, which is every day is some form of mystery, uncertainty. It has to play out before you, and you have to stay in the present. When we talk about praying, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me, which as an Orthodox Christian, we need to be praying all the time. The only time for me to pray it is right now in this moment. It keeps me grounded in the now. It keeps me grounded in what's happening today. And it keeps me out of the past regrets and the future anxieties. Number two, the scales of injustice. This is a huge one. One of the most brutal realities that you're going to face when you come into adulthood is the reality that life is not fair. And we all kind of know that. And then we get into the corporate workplace, we get real jobs, we get promised things, we get customers who lie to us, we get
bosses who lie to us. We get into these scenarios where we're saying to ourselves and other people, that isn't right, that isn't fair. This person told me they were going to do this and they didn't do it. Or they said that they would do this and then they took advantage of my idea or my work or whatever, or promised me a promotion, I didn't get it. I think one of the reasons that men get so beat down is because they get into this habitual sense of feeling that life is not fair and that people are going to take advantage of that. And the reality is that that is part of life. Life is not people are not going to be truthful and honest with you. You have to surround yourself with a church community of people who have integrity, that are willing to invest in you, that you can build awesome relationships with. Meanwhile, knowing that yes, that is the world. The world enters or operates in a kind of amoralistic kind of cloud of moral uncertainty where they constantly are trying to step on each other to get ahead. And the reality is that is life. You have to have the fortitude to say, I'm not a victim. Things are going to happen that are out of my control. But ultimately, my trust and my hope is in God. And the people I'm going to invest in are going to be moral. They're going to be people that I meet at church. They're going to be people who have the same values and integrity that I have. Ghost talk. Ghost talk. So many times we get into conversations with people and we regret what we said, or we wish we would have said something different. Likewise, we will foretell conversations that we're going to have and begin to map out the dialogue of the other person and how we're going to respond to it. So both the regret from the past and the regret from the future conversations, and we try to tackle and navigate what we would do better. But the great irony is you'll have somebody leave work, get into a fight with their boss, leave work, be driving home, pull up to a stop sign, and they'll have a crazy person on the side of the road. And the crazy person will be yelling at the stop sign, arguing, and the person will just roll up their windows and lock the doors and say, man, that person is crazy. They're talking to somebody who's not even there. And they'll drive along and pick right back up the conversation in their mind with their boss who isn't there either. See, we normalize this kind of ghost talk. We're talking to figments of our imagination, people who are not there. The reality is that conversations do not play out how we think they will. No matter how many times you rehearse what you want to say, what the other person's going to say, whatever else, you're constantly in a fantasy. You're in imagination land. You're not in reality. When we circle back on the first point of being present in the moment and in a state of prayer, that is the best thing that we can possibly do to tackle any conversation. When all of my mental ability is not on some preconceived notion of what I think I'm going to say or what the other person is going to say, but I'm completely present and focused and ready to engage that person on exactly whatever it is they bring up, I am in my best place. It's like the dreaming about a fight is not the fight. The fight is the fight. And the best way to be in the fight is to be completely present and focused, ready to dismantle whatever is said that is untrue, and ready to build on whatever that is true, right? We must be completely mentally aware and have all of our senses trained on the present moment when we are interacting with the people around us. Last but not least, the thought NATO. The thought NATO. What is the thought NATO? It's the thought that spurs another thought, that spurs another thought, that spurs another thought. As those thoughts start to build on each other and we begin to think what's wrong or how we've been wrong or whatever else, we begin to spin and spin and spin and spin. And oftentimes it's like people won't even realize that they're in a thought NATO until they watch a video on this. And then they'll comment and they'll say, Father, I was in a thought NATO the other day for 30 minutes. I was dwelling on something from the past. I was dwelling on something that was going to happen. I wasn't sure about this or that or the other. The reality is the calmest place to be in a tornado is right in the center, in the eye of the storm. That's where you'll find peace. So what do? Rather than freaking out about being in a tornado and spinning around and not sure what's happening, getting discombobulated, you have to ground yourself right in the middle. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. You notice with every single thought type, the continual answer is always the same. You have to cut it off as soon as you realize that you're engaging it. There's nothing to be gained from it. The only thing that is gained is when we get rid of these weak ways of thinking and we learn how to live by faith in the present moment, trusting in God's mercy. And the only way to do that is to not get distracted, to not be swept away, to not get into imagination, fantasy, the past, the future, what's happening now, what could happen, what about this conversation, all these different things, why did this happen this way, it didn't happen that way. The only way to do it is to really be that you're in and keep all of your focus on Christ. Notice when Peter was on the waves of the sea, he focused on Christ and was able to walk. When he got distracted and the wind came and these things, he began to sink. This is the same thing that happens to us mentally as men. In order for us to stay above the waves of life, we must be dialed in with our focus on Jesus Christ, and our words must continually be the proclamation of our heart. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. We say that not as if we are afraid of Christ. We say that as a man who is about to go below the water. Have mercy on me. Grab me, pull me back up, and help me to walk on the waves of life. If we engage life in this manner with this type of mental fortitude, we will be unshakable as men, because all of our hope and our trust and our power comes from the Lord Jesus Christ and not ourselves. Amen.
Amen.
In the name of the Hello, friends. We are
I am a big old fan of deals in is whenever I'm looking for unique gifts for my friends and family. So as I am writing up a best holiday deals video, I got this PR package in the mail, and Yubico is offering up some sweet discounts for the holidays, and they are making their YubiKeys even easier to access through retail. So today we're taking an adventure over to Best Buy to find out where these YubiKeys are available, how much they cost, and I'm going to walk you through setting them up on the most common accounts. So this video can be your reference if you intend to snag one of these as a gift for someone or for yourself. What's up, s'mores? I'm Shannon Morris, and today we are going to one of my favorite stores, and we're doing some holiday shopping for the ultimate digital security gift. And yes, I am taking you to Best Buy with me so that we can see these YubiKeys out in the wild. So first up, Yubico is sponsoring this video, and we're doing a giveaway together of one of these gorgeous PR boxes. I'm so excited. So first, let's take a look and see what is included. I got a nice message from Yubico. Thank you so much, Yubico. Their team is amazing. I really love being able to work with them, especially for education. So I'm so excited about this. It's so cool. They also sent over a pillowcase. These are super soft and they are great for keeping your head cool at night. What else is in here? Oh, we have a Yubico branded heat therapy 3D eye mask next to my gray bowl. It is. I love these. These are so nice. We've got some chapstick. I live in high altitude, dry Denver, so this is wonderful for this climate. Ooh, a chocolate covered Oreo. Yum. This is cool. I actually picked up one of these when I went to IFA over in Berlin, Germany. IFA is a technology conference, and this is a first aid travel kit. So it's perfect for holiday travel. It comes with all the necessities in case you're traveling and you have a last minute problem. All sorts of little goodies are packed in there. And you can use this bag for other stuff too. The PR box also comes with one of these gorgeous retail packaged YubiKeys. And you will be sent a $100 Best Buy gift card to grab your own YubiKeys plus anything else on your holiday wish list. So to win this box of goodies, comment down below that you are interested and subscribe to my channel so you see the winner announcement. The winner will be chosen at random. The full details are listed down below. Good luck. Yubico just dropped their biggest sale of the entire year. And honestly, if you've been putting off getting a YubiKey, your procrastination has finally paid off. Yay! So here's what's going on. From November 24th through December 1st, so quite a bit of time there to take advantage of this, you can get 30% off the YubiKey 5 NFC and the 5C NFC. And this applies both on yubico.com and participating retailers. And yes, Best Buy is included. The discount is automatically applied, so you don't even have to remember a code. And if you procrastinated even farther and you missed that deal, you also have a second chance. From December 15th through December 23rd, you can get $10 off when you spend 100 plus. Now that also includes my international folks for 10 euros or 10 pounds. This one is only on yubico.com. So if you're trying to secure your entire family or you are prepping for a New Year's security glow-up style, then this is the moment to grab a couple of keys. Yubico also recently shared some, we'll call it spicy numbers from their latest survey, and sure did validate my entire career on YouTube where I'm teaching people about security and privacy. Now, I recently shared a video discussing this in a lot more detail, but Yubico just showed us some very shocking results from their global state of authentication survey. For example, 78% of people say AI has made online scams more sophisticated, which is indeed a fact, as we are seeing more usage of AI in attacks. 70% say it has made those scams more successful. And the most commonly compromised passwords, they just happen to be online shopping sites and social media apps. During the holidays, of course they are, because that's how scammers are going to get you. So yeah, pairing strong passwords with a phishing resistant YubiKey or going the ultra security mode and switching to passkeys on a hardware key, that's going to be your best defense. So that gift card they sent me. I'm gonna go take this. I'm gonna go to Best Buy. I'm gonna pick up a new retail package YubiKey, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to set it up. In fact, I'm kind of curious which aisle they're gonna be putting YubiKeys in. So this is gonna be a fun little adventure. I'm excited. Let's pack up and go to Best Buy. All right, so I just found my way over to my local Best Buy. I'm going to find out which ones they have in stock, because I'm not even really sure which ones they have in stock at this store, but we'll go inside, check it out, see how much they cost, and I will show you where they are located. Yay! Let's go to Best Buy. Oh my gosh, I came around the corner and they're right here. Check it out. Wow. Look at this beautiful display. I want the display. I want to put this in my studio. What a cute display. Okay, we're totally going to snipe one of these before they sell out. Oh, congratulations, Yubico. This is so cool. I'm so happy for you guys. Let's see, which one do I want? Let's see, so we have USB-A and USB-C. I didn't know they have the USB-A ones in the store, so that's really cool. But I'm gonna get a USB-C one, so this will be my secondary key. One is good, but two is always better. Got my YubiKey. Thank you. Here's my gift card. Thank you. I got it. I just got my YubiKeys. I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and take these home and I will show you exactly how to set them up. Thank you so much, Best Buy. You guys are great. I love this store. All right, so now that we have our YubiKey from Best Buy, I want to get this thing set up. So if you want an overview on how hardware keys work and why they are so secure, make sure to check out my recent 30-day security challenge video, which is day 14, where I go into a lot more detail. Now we're going to set up this YubiKey on a few crucial websites and accounts. First is going to be my password manager. So the password manager is going to be your most important site because many sites you save in your password manager may not even use multi-factor authentication yet, and we don't want those passwords to get leaked and get hacked into. First things first, we're going to open our browser. So for the password manager, I am going to log into Bitwarden. So in order to add a two-factor authentication key to your password manager, go into your settings for your password manager and look for two-step login. You should see an option, if it's available to you, to add a Yubico OTP security key. That's going to be this physical security key. Click Manage. Don't let your cat lose your hardware security key. Keep going. Want to help? You gonna help? So in order to add it, all I have to do is plug my YubiKey into my computer. You'll see it blink. Click into the first form, click on the YubiKey. It generates a key and then click Save. You will notice here that I can also add additional YubiKeys to my account. Then you can unplug your key, log out of your account and test it. Log back in. I'm going to plug in my YubiKey to test the login. And it logs me in. Next, secure your email. Since your email account is what is used anytime you sign up for new accounts online, this is where you will receive password reset emails, private information, and purchase receipts. And we want to also keep that account secure. If your email provider allows you to use a hardware key as a passkey, which will upgrade your security from a simple username and password to requiring a physical key and something you know or are, like a PIN or biometrics, this is going to be a great way to avoid many malicious attacks.
going to use Gmail in my example. In order to add two-factor authentication, file in the top right corner and go to manage your Google account. From here, scroll down to security, click on that, and scroll down, click on two-step keys and security keys. Click to choose use another device. Windows security will ask me where to save my passkey. I'm going to choose the key. It will ask you to create a new PIN and click OK. Touch your stated on your Google account. So now we will test our sign in. Go to Gmail, type in your email address account. It's going to try to verify that it's you. If you've already created a passkey on your account, you should see Windows Security pop up a little window that says either Android device or security key. Click security key, plug in your security key, put in your security key PIN, hit enter, and then touch it. There you go. No password to use because I used passkeys on that account. Very easy. Okay, so what sites would cause the biggest headaches if they got hacked from here? You already did your password manager, you got your email account secured. So any sites that would give an attacker access to personal information. That could be like your bank, healthcare, travel, shopping sites, places where they could use your account to scam other accounts like social media. Okay, last one we're going to set up on Stripe, which is a payment processor, because this website has a bunch of personal details. So log into Stripe, find your settings, and go to personal details. Scroll down to any sections labeled passkeys or two-step authentication. Since I did passkeys on the last one, I'm going to do two-step authentication on this one. So let's go into two-step authentication, click add an authentication method. We're going to choose security key. This may require additional verification to make sure that you are who you say you are. So here it is going to ask me to plug in a security key. So click security key, insert your key. You'll see it flash. Touch your security key. You can change your device name here if you would like, then click save. From now on, you can use your security key when asked for additional verification by Stripe. So now to test this, we're going to log out of the account. Let's sign in. If you see a pop-up, choose security key, touch your security key, and it should log you in. There you go, you're done. You have officially set up your two-factor authentication key on several different websites, and now you are ready to go. So now that your accounts are secured, with this key, you will use it to log in on new devices. If you get a new smartphone for the holidays, whenever your login, when you restart your browser or restart your computer. Now, if you get the one that has NFC built into it, you can just tap it on your phone to log in, or simply plug it into your laptop or your phone with USB-C. Now, an attacker would need this physical key plus your username and your password. Or for passkeys, they would need your hardware key and the biometrics for a PIN. Now, I have a pro tip, of course. I always have pro tips. Remember to snag a second key to use as a backup. Registering a second key on your online accounts creates a just in case type of scenario in the event that your primary key gets lost. That way, you can always log into your accounts. If the primary key gets lost, you can just disable it, de-authenticate it from your online accounts, turn your secondary one into your primary one, and then just go over to Best Buy and get a new one as your secondary key. So you always have that option as backup. Let's talk about gifting too, because I swear YubiKeys have become my go-to present whenever somebody I know personally gets hacked. I'm always like, do you have a YubiKey yet? No? Okay, here, take this. I'm going to show you how to set it up. It's going to be really painless. It'll be really easy. YubiKeys always hit the mark as a useful, small, affordable, but high impact gift. Plus, they have a lot of pros, like stocking stuffer size, so they're perfect for just sticking in somebody's stocking. They give you this very satisfying unboxing moment, especially with the new retail boxes. I really like them. They're very clean and they're very self-explanatory, and they feel really thoughtful. Somebody might open them, and after going through a hack, they might be like, oh, wow, I really needed this. And it's a gift that protects them from losing access to their accounts. Way more thoughtful than like a candle. Plus, you can teach them a really quick way to protect their accounts. Really, setting it up is going to be the most complicated part, and even then, it's a breeze when somebody else is going to show you how to do it. Now, if you want to upgrade your digital armor, Yubico's holiday deals came at a really good time, and now I just love the fact that you can get these at Best Buy. It's super convenient if you have a store near you. So I just wanted to say thank you to Yubico for not just sponsoring this video, but for bringing security to the masses. And if you want more privacy and security tips, do not forget to subscribe because I'm going to be here all through the holidays giving you tons of security tips. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all. I am a
why you're paying for the chain. But at the very end of it, you just melt the chain down and you still have the gold. Right? The gold itself has value. And this is exactly the fundamental issue that look at them, if you have no fundamental value, then all you're really paying for is the hype design and all that. The moment that goes away, it's all nothing. It's like essentially not buying stories in a box. It's a box that worth nothing. And now you guys it's like one of the best ways to think about it is that this industry, when it propped up, the same way it's propped up.
Wait. I'm reading the thread, and now I'm thinking about gold. So wait, it leads me to my other question. Burn and retrieve.
Yeah, so
Don't want the NFT anymore. Burn it and then retrieve the original tokens.
She's thinking of the golden arches.
How are you?
Yeah. So no rosters.
Going to international?
Yep.
Sweet.
Hello. Hi.
Nó ơi, giờ thì có phải trong đi một người đi từ 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 Sydney ra tuy giờ nữa đi sợ này how many minutes? 15.
15.
Chắc mai thì tại sao cái này How long have you been in this?
Almost 20 years.
20 years.
Long time.
It's good. Para kung sa bar, ano talaga. Among sa good travel. Dagan kita some very quick and left and make people can't.
Yeah. It's better smart driving. Smart driving, everything. Good things take time. Balance, not
busy.
Weekends it's really busy, and Christmas coming soon. People going Christmas families
Right.
for the next month.
Mm.
Summertime.
Mm.
I'm going to visit the family. You're going. This,
Only my mom.
Mhm.
I'm back to Amsterdam.
Nice. For holidays, so you're
We're
gonna.
from Asian country,
Mhm,
so normally it's not Christmas.
mhm,
It's not really important to us. But
Yeah.
normally it's Chinese New Year.
mhm,
So after 1 month of the Christmas.
mhm.
Mm.
So the next one will be a Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
This year is the monkey. No, it's
Ah, yeah. This year monkey. Next year is a horse.
a horse.
Good sauce.
Right the door.
Thank you.
Hope you have a good trip. Have a good.
Surprise.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is a lucky lotus flower for you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Hip, hip. Little. Let's go. Oops. Oopsies. Fuerte. Samba. Está nivelado. Estoy con mi tren. ¿Te gusta? Me acabo de comprar.
Traigo 6 millones de maneras de morir, solo una de vivir. Soy vivo y hasta la muerte es lo que quiero decir. No me compares a un rapero que rima por rimar. Javier Ibarra es un icono del puto rap. He rimado miles de palabras y aún quiero más. Sobre el ritmo sabes que les enseñé mil formas. Podéis llamar a esto. Lo siento, en esta letra no hay mensaje. El mensaje es la competición en el track. No hay pasta, no hay forma, solo importa el rap. Todo por ser el rey del micro vitalicio. Si nadie me ganó, nadie me ganará. Mi esfuerzo es enfermizo. Tú quieres llegar a donde estoy yo en 2 días. Ayer eras mi fan, me pagan los flows. Pero sin duda el mejor premio es el aplauso en los shows. Autodidacta, nadie sabe el truco. Genética y laringe, ingeniería electrística en el surco. Tú ya sabes quién, los brothers de Rubén. Pasamos por atrás, ahora en el estudio hasta que quede bien. Pensamientos por segundo solo es vida. ¿Cuál de las voces es la que escucha el homicida? No sé, pero te oigo y me entran ganas de matar, de cagar y vomitar, de romper tu compás. No nos culpes de errores que no hemos cometido y tú si ahora ves el tuyo crudo como el sushi. Es puta cursi, no me hables de jacuzzi. El único que has visto lo pagaste en un pussy y eso lo puede hacer cualquiera. Más esta mi manera es única en el puto espacio sideral.
Te mando fuera.
Como Eric, del puto rap, cabrón, con el ya lo olvido yo. Vengo con rimas kilométricas, no competirás, luego me dirás, jodo cabrón, ¿cómo te miras? Toma medidas, curatura por estas heridas, chupa de mi flash, bebe bebidas energéticas. Para asustar a mis métricas, ponte una máscara más fea,
Coleguita, anda, quita.
la hermafrodita es una puta dama que se folla igual a chicos y chicas. Si quieres grita, igual solo te mete la puntita más. Tú quieres gordo por botón de leche calentita y flipas con los flows del cosmopolita universal. Es mi jodida retórica, pregunta por ahí ¿cuántos gozan de mi herencia? Me considero del género referencia. Esa tendencia a negar la evidencia se acabó. El que nos odie, que sea de paciencia. No puedes copiar la esencia tonto al culo. Puedes decirle al cirujano que te ponga los pómulos, pero no te harás el tonto. No culpes al público.
Huele mal y es tu estilo culofónico.
Ciego de mí mismo, sí, de mi egocentrismo, pero siento por el ritmo un poderoso magnetismo. Y es que el rap es mi amigo de toda la vida. Para un salón como yo,
La única salida.
no hago música de cruz, pero que me pinche el DJ. Bueno, si pincha el rumba igual hasta me oiréis. Si pincha el potas sonaré tras hombre veis. Si pincha el señor rojo tras Isaac Hayes. No espero que te aprendas esta letra, solo que me escuches en el coche y desde la acera la gente diga que cruda música es esa.
Qué pesado.
Esta es la mierda que escucha hasta la hija de la princesa. Mira esto que han dicho que hoy se casó Alberto y que uno de los invitados se dejó el coche abierto, que Zapata ha muerto y de esto lo cierto es que hoy ofrezco un concierto.
Dispa al experto.
Narración de verdadero interés. En el capítulo de hoy meto a los tonicos en sus
Bájalo de internet.
Nos lleva mi rima en un carro tirado por tigres. Hay un barranco lleno de ellos y me sigues, te lo enseño. Será como un mal sueño, despeño todo del puto gremio. Merezco un premio, yo solo soy un vago fumador bohemio. Pero tú tienes un sello, una empresa de pasteles. Incluye una calcamonía guapa, al menos con el disco quieres. ¿Te gusta mucho el rap? No tienes por qué ser MC, hijo. ¿Por qué no quieres el consejo que te dejo? A mí, play, lo hago por ti. Te ahorro sustos y un camino de piedras y serpientes tras los arbustos. Negocio del ocio, cuando la gente se aburre de ti.
A tomar por...
Busca otro público socio. No te hagas cruces por saber mi poción. Traigo emoción al punto de cocción. Falta cocina de rima. Convierto raps en gelatina. Pasto de letrinas. No te imaginas, mi dentista me preguntó que a qué me dedicaba. Me dio por decir la verdad. Pensó que deliraba. Miraba el tubo de la anestesia con cara rara. En el futuro a su sobrina me pidió que le firmara. Y mi vecina, que qué tal con la orquesta.
Guay.
¿Cómo explicarle que estoy en la cresta y que el rap está fuera de control como mi barba y que el tema es tu fea mariposa comercial contra mi larva? Tengo los nervios destrozados, depresión tras depresión. No es fácil ser quien soy, pero cuando me siento el mejor, como hoy, veo la luz y pienso, vaya cruz que llevas tú, boy. Y es que no sé, no tienen letras que respalden tanta pose. Los dejo en boxes, no me toso en posesión. Canon explosivo es mi ventaja, mantengo el fuego vivo. Para el vivo y de bombo y caja, flipo con el ritmo y pienso bombo allá. Miro afuera y todas las luces bombo atrás. Me siento en la cabina de un Concorde sobre este ritmo, pura sangre tras un gusto, matando tu hambre con hambre. Ahora escucha mi jazz, droga pura como elfo. Delirios de grandeza, no, he vuelto a ganar sin esfuerzo. Les entretengo con música dura y palabras duras, así es como vengo. Vengo montado en un gran jeep, un beat, un bloco, un lápiz, un fat beat. ¿Qué querés, Brad Pitt? Así, más pareces un Backstreet. Por la foto del Maxi, mi rap no se hace con pispas, quizás tú quisieras, sí. Extra, mi mierda es maestra. Vuestra, mi mierda se demuestra. Esta vez la mezcla es perfecta. Jabat afecta, rumba selecta. Ritmo hip hop que el b-boy se inyecta. Alza el espíritu y el alma abiertas. Rapero, trapero, canelo que lo conecta. Se ofrece el sacrificio para el rey de la secta. Dicen que las flores se marchitan. Tengo una maldición, no tengo corazón, lo vendo en las esquinas besando al mejor postor. Mi coreo me prazol, me viene el ascensor, el centro de mi postura es que no se llaman amor y que está de batallón. Se duerme todo yo, robando mis ideas por sacos de garrafón, plano clamando la tierra, ya con la patrón, vaciando mis arterias por tu cagado, dormiendo como la que con, sin el munición, otra noche otra piel, otra suena de maratón, mi dolor, de presión, eso es por tu mala jodida corazón, yo nariz sagrada, lo que me queda si no soy convencional, bebé, me mucho como mal, yo hasta el final, me mato por la calle, por eso soy inmortal, donde hace mal, soy viola, no caigo en la manzana, ni mamada en el portal, mundo criminal, soy yo el especial, las heridas contra tequila. Primera pinto fantasía, enamora el eleva por la oscuridad. Estoy frente al oscuro como el fondo de este mar. Por la maldición, tengo el corazón. Pero en las esquinas mi sangre mejor postura. El odio de razón, tiene el ascensor. Yo mi postura es que no se llama amor y que los pido batallón. Se llama evolución, robando mis ideas por sacos de garrafón. Mezclando trama de nación. Yo patrón, haciendo mis arterias por tu boca de algodón. Volviendo que vuelve de pon. Chile munición, una noche otra piel, otra sudada y maratón. Magias malas, mi dolor, yo de aversión. Eso es por tu malo jodido corazón. Sin saber qué es la fe, hay que ir contando las veces que la acabé. Y otra vez me emborraché. Si tus ojos de miel he manchado con sangre tu nombre por la pared, muerto ya de sed, aprecio sin red, pinto por tu piel en tramposis que no te amé, al amanecer, trepando la pared, me escuchaba tu amiga, pero no me acuerdo.
Mueven las manos los que se despiden. Yo no escribo letras, las letras me escriben, me dibujan. Ahí estoy sentado, pensando en yo que sé, siempre con botines, mirando hacia esa esquina que era un cine, ahora un supermercado, esquivando odio en los ojos del que pasa. Piensa que enseñándome los dientes defiende su casa. Tengo 27 ya y empiezo a asimilarlo. Vivo entre muros y lo más duro es no poder cambiarle. Salgo en mi cabeza siempre una canción, intento recordarla y no me sale su tanta oración. Si es que no valgo como tu relación, lo mejor que ya aprendió de ti es como consultar el saldo. Ay, qué ruido todos los coches que suenan, asuntos en un mar de atajos que no canten la sirena. Ha crecido el niño del anuncio del champú, yo soy hasta el montaje con el traje de Fernando Alonso. Hablo con el del taxi, tiene más en casa que todos los que estudiamos una carrera así de fácil. Al menos no es empresario nazi que vive de los sueños de 4 chavales esclavos que pasan por el lado llamando al ASI o dentro de sus coches que no vuelan pero casi. Son unos ladrones, abusones, pichones de pájaros grandes. No tienen opiniones cuando el jefe mande. Entonces pienso en cómo pasa el tiempo, que crece la barriga, siempre que andan maldiciendo y en un pechalleo nos vamos, se van parrando. Algunos más temprano, nosotros se nos fue armando. ¿De acuerdo? Aún lo veo dentro del C4 distrayendo al conductor con nuestra pagante. Espero que haya estado en sitios más interesantes. ¿Quién es el Blade Runner? ¿Quién es el replicante? Estamos aquí 2 días y queréis tener y comprar y comprar. No quiero un bocadillo para comer. Merece la pena que escuche que selecciona tu noche. Este es mi mundo, es la ciudad tuto. Quiero vivir de risa, de allá que me dé, que flote dentro de mi estómago y que se contagien también. Pasarlo bien porque me mueres y se va el dinero. A todos, da los abrazos con un traductor. Están marcados como los rostros por el mal humor. Quieren un Sherpa y un guía, su propia policía y despertarse con sabiduría. ¿Cuánto cuesta este mamífero? Adultos soporíferos, negocios son fructíferos, pozos petrolíferos. No importa lo que tengas, sea lo que sea, vale más la calidad que ni se hinchan ni se pavonean. Mentalidad europea me da vergüenza. Cojo el cable de la tele y de la radio y hago trenzas. Os faltan muchas horas de arte más sencilla. Echamos las 3 Cs, llama, caricia, cosquilla. Oh, palabras antes muerta que sencilla. ¿Cuántas luces miran tuertas hacia la única fuente que brilla? O eres fuerte o mala suerte, pero invéntate una táctica que acierte para que el resto respete tu silla. Sí que es fea la atmósfera que nos rodea. Seguimos a las flechas como en sus puntos de Ikea. Una idea buena es una odisea. La vida de verdad vale lo mismo que en el San Andreas. Yo sí sé cómo sea. Salimos de la que ya ni se emplean, orgullosos de la gente. Somos los presidentes de mentes dependientes de la risa. Echamos detergente en cada fuente, hacemos pompas de sonrisa para ese niño de la fila que mastica 7 chicles boomer de clorofila. Yo no enseño nada, vive como quieras, dedícate a amasar fortuna si es lo que te llena. Pero si además buscas la fama, es poco inteligente. Los más famosos son los indigentes. Estamos aquí 2 días y queréis tener y comprar y comprar. No quiero un bocadillo para comer. Merece la pena que sude y selecciona tu noche. Este es mi mundo, es la ciudad tuto. Quiero vivir de risa, de allá que me dé, que flote dentro de mi estómago y que se contagien también. Pasarlo bien porque te mueres y se va el dinero. Me da igual cuántos he vencido, cuántos he convencido. No bebemos obligados ni jodemos más de lo debido. Solo un susurro y un plan prohibido se cuentan al oído. Te diré en quién me inspiro. Político, no te diré a qué aspiro. Científico, no quitan las manos del plan. Infalible, solo mi plan, solo mi clan. Dame, dame, aprendí a pedir. La escuela, el bronce, no consuela. Chavales, tenemos un rincón en las catedrales, un hueco en los portales, consonantes y vocales. El verso es sagrado y a este viernes sigue un sábado. Y a esta calle que persigue el Senado por consentir a delincuente, por soportar a enamorados. Foco universo, y a sus días como preso, por echar de menos este beso. Sin licencia ni experiencia para hablar de amor, pero soñamos con Venecia, que nota ciertos aires, pero no doy la nota. Nadie le tomó el pelo a este idiota, de lo contrario, fusilo todos si es necesario. Yo no vi nada, comisario, me declaro inocente. Con mi papel de gente tan diferente del presidente. Como un villano, camino sin que se me note. Ciudadano, camino sin que se me note. No te diré en quién me inspiro. Político, no te diré a qué aspiro. Científico, ¿qué te importa? ¿Qué te importa? ¿Qué te importan todos los demás? El silencio del cansancio, el odio y la tristeza. El silencio del cansancio, el odio y la tristeza. La soledad es mi palacio, saboreo despacio. Dale tiempo y espacio a este necio, pues que el desprecio y rechazo hacia cualquier flechazo. Dame tiempo y espacio y dame buen precio. Yo te haré apreciar el silencio y el cansancio, político a pesar de la distancia. No tenemos trabajo, no es esa la cuestión es tiempo y espacio al corazón. El dinero es poder comprar mi espacio de poder joder. No es eso a lo que aspiro, pero me rodea todo. Iré a cagarme en las butacas del Senado y gritaré que lo sé. Fabricáis jóvenes locos, competitividad es el demonio de la educación que dais. Exijo cultura y motivación y buena intención a los profesores de esta nación. Vais a tener que limpiarnos de las calles como la puta basura. Patos y curas, vosotros sois basura. Con los restos de los presidentes muertos, abonar estos pistos sembrados de cannabis. ¿A quién coño prohibís? ¿Quién coño sois para prohibir? La ley va en contra del hombre, el hombre debe decidir. Mamá naturaleza dijo, coge lo que quieras, pero nada es tuyo, hijo. Y tú dibujaste fronteras. Llegaste al hombre una tierra que no es tuya. Pero ya te enterarás cuando el odio sustituya la tristeza que nos une. Desde el túnel, desde aquí, los que no aspiran a nada, y esto está inspirado en ti, hijo de puta. ¿Y qué te importan todos los demás, señor juez? ¿Quién coño sois para prohibir? La ley va en contra del hombre. ¿Y qué te importan todos los demás? ¿Qué te importan? El silencio del cansancio, el odio de la tristeza. El silencio del cansancio, el odio de la tristeza. Toca subir cuesta y bajar rodando, daño inclinado, no sé cuántos grados, no sé si sois más o menos humanos, sois más o menos humanos, intentándolo, comportaos como tales. Si podéis también si hacéis el mal, a mí no salpiquéis. Solo quiero mantener mi título del rey del sofá. Aspiro en esta vida en nada más. Eres muchacho con experiencia en que simplemente sé hacer lo que sé hacer. Ni este país ni este mundo no están hechos para mí. No encajo aquí, me he de morir o he de seguir así. Sufro por lo que es mío, cuido de que vuestros oídos estén servidos del rap aún no escrito. Insisto en lo nunca visto, cuido de tíos, cuido bastante más que fino. Rap es mi sino. Estáis subiendo el tabaco y me jode y al final acabaré fumando caldo como mis mayores. Tiempos peores, ahora no son mejores, no creo. Ya ves con buenos ojos a traidores. Estáis ciegos, no sois cómplices del robo. Corremos obedeciendo a lobos. Desde que nacimos empezó el fin del mundo para todos. Están adelantando fechas, se nos muere el robo. El silencio, el cansancio, el odio y la tristeza. El silencio, el cansancio, el odio y la tristeza. El odio y la tristeza.
Somos los típicos joteros que curramos poco. Si en la jota hay cabrones, yo soy un cabrón más. Mamones no los quieren cuando cogemos el micro. Si hace falta, yo soy el don. Javier Ibarra es el que canta. Así es como puedo, rompiendo la mierda abajo. No tenemos miedo a ningún MC bastardo. Trae esa mierda para acá ya.
Vengo del mejor grupo que parió una puta llamada España, puta España, ok, me cago en el rey, vivo en la montaña, bajo a la ciudad y que me encuentro, maldad en los niños, hay 41 grados ahí fuera, no sé qué será, pero me da que es en la atmósfera y la peña no se entera, no se entera, no hay justicia, no hay paz y vuestro mundo todo por la patria me hace vomitar, escuchad, la ley sustituta, los pájaros se quieren fugar, no los niños ya no juegan por jugar, no vengas aquí si eres militar, le vamos a debilitar. A quitar las ganas de gritar. Ese ron es la canción de los que saben que el dinero es la condena del hombre. El nombre de la muerte vino el hambre y se llevó a 3 niños y no eran los nietos del rey. Yo estoy más guapo callado, vas a venir a callarme tú con terrorismo de Estado. Te di permiso para fabricar bombas con mis impuestos, no, pues entonces no lo llames democracia. No hay justicia si la guerra está justificada. Bajo el signo de la fábula crucificada, bajo la cruz justifican genocidio. Con la cruz golpean hasta el principio. Es por Dios, es por el monopolio del petróleo. Dios no tiene otro coño. No es por las víctimas, más víctimas no resucitarán nuestras víctimas.
Morning. How are you? Going to Terminal 1, Terminal 2. We'll be there in less than 20 minutes. Let me know if you get protocol, I can change it. And here we are. Thank you.
Como el frío enviar esta empatía al máximo grado supremo, pues del que no bailen, del que vivan los feos, del que se joda si no le complace el evento. Intento hacer de esto lo que buenamente puedo, debo sacarlo arriba y no agarro ni el error. Sospecho que a un ciego y no seré feliz, creo, razón, me temo un maldito presentimiento. Con problemas conyugales a cuestas vengo cuando mi familia por desgracia dejó de serlo. Necesito recreo y solo beber quiero, me lo tomaré en un tubo camarero y con hielo. Nunca fui romántico, caballero, las damas primero y yo detrás viendo traseros. Era un mago, el cerdo, la vuelta, me la pelo como un mono y con eso me quedo, amigas. Un gatito en el espejo de viviente muerto por los cazalleros después de un resábado sin freno. Es que no puedo estar quieto con el carnate seco y sin aliento, con esto vuelo a arrepentimiento. Pobrecos lamentos que se hacen el suelo, como el papa en aeropuertos de aroma fino, alguien más suave de cuerpo o sufrir las consecuencias de ver un completo directo de los del verso. 4 para 28, echar el resto, 3 para lo mismo y solo quedará consuelo. El retiro se vino, eso por lo pronto,
Eso por lo menos. Por la espalda.
no es ningún trofeo noble.
Testigos.
No es ningún trofeo noble.
No, eso no es ningún trofeo noble.
Si me apuñalas, no es ningún trofeo noble.
Por la espalda.
No es ningún trofeo noble.
Sin testigos.
No es ningún trofeo noble.
No, eso no.
Empezás a
Dar sangre en mis sueños más recientes.
DMCs metidos en la cama que querían
Dormir para siempre. Yo soy el nuevo despertar.
Igual que el sol sale de entre las montañas, yo salgo de entre los ritmos para molestar, no para profetar raps.
Ninguno de vosotros es mejor que violador del verso. Da igual de lo que digáis en raps.
No lo dije yo, fue media España la que habló. Si preguntáis a la otra media,
Fue que no soy yo, go.
yo me suyo en el rap porque tengo estilo. Como el cabrón que busca ligue a las puertas de su BMW. ¿Qué es lo que no te freno? Que ahora te falta el oxígeno.
Por no decir que no, bro.
Llego a la plaza, me señalan con el dedo. No le tengo miedo al ruido porque amiendo pedos.
P-O-L-L-A, porque a las
chicas se les caen
los cigarros de la boca.
No te preocupes, son rimas desenfadadas que harán que te enfades con el espejo por sus carcajadas, por tus barrazadas, por tu cara nada, vendrá de la nada y solo podrás paliar el dolor con pomada.
Con Tolaba.
Vine del barrio televisión y helada me enseñaron ya tomé buena nota. Hoy es vida contemplativa y solo busco el placer. No hago nada y así nada se queda sin hacer. Sé que nací ayer, pero una mujer me hizo envejecer de repente y desde entonces ni un amanecer me vio sereno. Y un demonio en cada esquina dijo, obedéceme, volví a ser esclavo del veneno. Venceremos, buena, por ti, por mí, por rezo. Desde que empiezo el día con un bostezo. En Zaragoza y buenos saber, sé que puedo seguir tan orgulloso de mí. Como otros de mí que sí, no es ningún trofeo noble. Por la espalda no es ningún trofeo noble. Sin testigos no es ningún trofeo noble. No, eso no es ningún trofeo noble. Si me apuñalas no es ningún trofeo noble. Por la espalda no es ningún trofeo noble. Sin testigos no es ningún trofeo noble. No, eso no es ningún trofeo noble. Te diré un porqué, un cuándo y un cómo. Traje en la competición, sí, pero también traje mi amor por esta religión y una mente en guardia para cualquier situación. Unos vinieron a rendir culto, otros solo a hacer culto, pero todos y cada uno se fueron convencidos de que son alguien y que tienen algo importante que hacer en el mundo. Mi música, sí, es para meterse en líos, para educar a aquellos, para creerse Dios. Me preguntas cómo desconocen tanto de mi técnica como del cosmos internacional, como Penélope Cruz. W es el rayo de luz y en ello va la juventud. Somos los elegidos, tenemos la nota de los aprobados con la cara de los suspendidos. Lo siento, pero he vuelto porque el micro anhela mis pies y mi aliento. Dime si no soy real. Yo, el original, haciendo un rap sin igual, el lírico, el más duro mineral. No digo que mi solfeo merezca trofeos, a pesar de abarrotar coliseos. Mis zapatillas se agarran al asfalto, las niñas dan el salto, zapatos de tacón alto. Vuelvo a ser noticia, porque sueno tan íntimo como una caricia, y tan profundo como el océano, con el pecho al aire en verano. El mundo sí parece estar pintado a mano. Estamos ahí. Competición no hay. Estamos ahí. Competición no hay. Si me apuñalas no es ningún trofeo noble. Por la espalda no es ningún trofeo noble. Sin testigos no es ningún trofeo noble. No, eso no es ningún trofeo noble. Si me apuñalas no es ningún trofeo noble. La espalda no es ningún trofeo noble. Sin testigos no es ningún trofeo noble. No, eso no es ningún trofeo noble.
Wakey, wakey.
It's real. Because they don't have to flap, right?
Some of them might not be real cops. It might be the government listening to this.
Well, those are the ones that sit on the power wires to recharge. Like I've seen those. Those are normally pigeons.
Pigeons.
Yeah. All right, so these two birds came in and cleared out an entire side of the pond here. Can you identify this bird if I take a picture?
I mean, I can try.
Shout out to Hapsu and everybody else who was showing.
There's apps you can download for that thing.
Well, I downloaded an app when you're right.
And they even take your microphone and try to listen to the sound it makes.
I'm giving up all of that information for bird identification.
You know?
It's not that serious. There you go.
This joke is so much. Right.
Like 3 or 4.
I don't know, but it's cool. It's a cool bird.
Like I've seen an eagle pick a bird off over here.
A bird that size.
Not just a fucking puff of feathers and you hear it fly off. That's like watching birds kamikaze each other in the air is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I loved him in ER.
Eric Miranda, yeah.
Hi.
He was coming to America too.
Do you think that your love of violence is gonna make you a murder hobo in D&D?
A murder hobo?
Yeah.
What does that mean, JP?
Murder hobos I'm a murder hobo. Murder hobos are someone who typically solves the problem with violence and or likes the concept of like if you play D&D with me as a player character, meaning I'm like one of your teams, my regular code
Morning.
is I'm bored, maybe we should just kill this guy.
International airport? Yeah. So, let's go.
负责跟你练聊。过来，我可乐，我走个背啊，领队领，到时候领队。
哎，搿两天天气这个到十八去，天气人家个，侬看到啲狼啊，侪蛮恼火个，侪背那个，搿些侪是搿种手推车，自家个啊，小把鞋被自己车，侬看到呀，方面的这种麻烦啊，这种。垃圾不好，出点了。高了不是，高了，搿当就是有儿子给他。IBC 是不是 IBC 只红头镇搿只要比加绿头镇搿只要高档。红头镇搿只就是一盖就是一只行来试试。啥酒店？哎，搿搭老板头搿只啥叫啥？国内的叫啥巴子啊？不如搿一个老板头是当地啊，一个老板啥？还有一个戴眼镜的老板头，刚才接了一个广告。哎，搿只啥是搿搭？侬看到国产，侬看到国产的，结果进口应该是国际的国产，就是中国生产。哦，侬看到，侬看到搿档国产的，货的，在帮电话。 诶，那老弟子也驾驭，在家里吃嘛啦个，那慢慢驾驭是吧？
香港大因为脚手站。
哎，恁老弟都是我百里奭，中国人我懂啊，中国人我懂啊。现在是不是印度人拉吃不都要多啊？
You will. Thank you. Let's test this new. Whoa, whoa. Take it easy, huh? Take it easy. Take it easy. Let's try this new product. Oh, buddy. Come on. They will be great. Okay, okay. Tell the people that we done today. You can not say anything either. Is it working or not? It's Apple, so never know. We know. Let's check, dude. Wow, I have more options. That's for sure. Whoa! I never seen this option before. Speed. Let's put it to 1.4. Okay, let's try. Why is no listening? First time listener, long time speaker. Let's try again. One more time. One more time. Ta-da-bow-bow. Yeah, you hear me? Whoa, 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 buddy. What are you doing? Yeah, no. Fucking retard. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Right? Right.